morning and welcome to another episode of FeltTube. If you're joining me for the first time, my name is Christine and I'm happy to have you here. This video is going to not be a tutorial, but like most of my other ones, just for inspirational purposes, I'm just going to kind of show you what's in the kit and just kind of my progress as I go along, and then show you what these all look like completed. Today is Wednesday, August 14th, 2024. And this kit's been around a while, and as far as I know, it's still readily available as of the filming of this. It is called Halloween Ornaments, and it is by Bucilla, PLAID Bucilla, and the kit number is 86430. I have actually already got a start on it, so I will show you what I did already. But I'm going to probably take you inside to do that filming. All right, let's take a look at what's inside this kit. We have the instructions here with some nice big pictures of, what types of stitches you're going to do where, and then a nice key of the types of stitches you need, and how to make some cording. What types of stitches? French knot, satin stitch, outline stitch, and then the applique stitch. All right, we get the floss colors and 2 needles. I have one that I'm using already, so you get a beading needle and an embroidery needle. And then you get these beads, clear beads, black beads, and sequins that have been separated. So we've got some purple, orange, gold, white, and black. And then the types of felt we have here are going to be, the white, which is a nice thick quality, yellow, and this one feels pretty good as well. Sometimes these kits have some thin. This is a little on the thin side, but still completely workable. And then the orange, this one feels fairly thick. It's a little bit see-through, but it's medium thickness, so yeah, good. And then here is all of the pieces on black, and all the stamps look nice and clear, so that's good. And then the other 2 pieces, one that I started already is the little vampire face, and I already did the embroidery. And in hindsight, it does say to use 2 strands of floss, but I wish I would have used 1 because the features look a little bit thick. I don't notice it so much on this one as I do the Frankenstein's monster, I should say. Yeah, I feel like the 2 strands were a little bit too thick, especially around his eyes, So, but I'm not going to redo it. I'll leave it the way it is. But I just noticed in the picture, the eyes, are a little bit more defined, I think, because maybe they only used 1 strand there, even though the kit does say to use 2. But that's okay. All right, so that's where I am with it, and I will keep you posted as I make some progress on this kit. Good morning. It is September 1st, Sunday, September 1st. And I just wanted to show you a little bit about what I've gotten done so far on this kit. So if you've watched my videos before, you might remember me saying that I don't usually approach these kits in a traditional way where I don't really follow the step-by-step instructions. I kind of go about it in my own way. But I did want to show that this is how I organize my threads right off the bat. Is I just get a note card, really simple little note card, fold it in half to give it more stability, and I just do a little loop on, punch the holes and put a loop on, and then that's how I keep my thread organized. And then what I tend to do is I cut out, this is another thing I don't really recommend doing because it can get a little dicey, but I usually cut out all of my parts and pieces and then organize them in little baggies. Sometimes I don't cut the numbers off because if it's something where I think I'm going to need to remember, how the pieces go together. But these are all pretty self-explanatory, and I just like to go through. I find it very relaxing to do all the cutting. So I just go through and cut all of the pieces Hold on, let me let that plane go by. So yeah, sometimes I'll just sit outside with my scissors and cut pieces because of that little puppy right over there is, you know, she's a high maintenance dog, and she's usually always wanting to know what I'm working on. So when she's out in the yard and I know that she can jump up on me at any time, and then I can quickly just kind of put everything in my this little box here. This is a little box I got at the Dollar Tree. It's just a little pencil box, and I find that it works great for these smaller kits to keep everything in. And I think I have other videos on my playlist on how I organize and, you know, do a lot of my stuff. It's always kind of a changing thing, but right now I like these little boxes to keep my stuff in. All right, I had to abort the mission on that last video clip. The neighbor's dog started barking, my dog started barking, and chaos ensued. So I put everything in a little container here and went inside, and now it's been a couple of days and I have some finishes. So you saw that I was almost ready. I was almost done with this one, I think, and the cat, right? So yes, I have the cat done, and yeah, I don't think I had this one done. So now these are all of the ones so far that I have completed on this kit, and then let's not forget about the little vampire there. So there's a total of 12. I think I mentioned that probably at the beginning of this video, but I filmed that a while ago and I don't remember. But yes, there are 12, and I've gotten, how many? 5 done. 5 done, and I think I'm going to work on the little ghost next. And I think I was working on doing some embroidery yesterday on the little witch right there. So with the witch, I made a little bit of a change. Her mouth right there is supposed to be satin stitched, the black satin stitching right there. And I just decided to cut a little piece of black felt. Let's see how that looks. I sort of just winged it on my own. I just kept trimming it until it fit. So let's take a look. Hold on. Okay, so these are all the little pieces and parts, and so this is the little piece of felt that I put on there just instead of satin stitching. And the little eyes are very tiny, and those are going to go there, except I think that there's, from the picture, I don't know how it goes, but there's, the eyes don't go right directly on that face. They go on top of something else. See, they go on that little, first I got to put the hat and then the little piece of orange hair and then the eyes. So I got to keep track of those little eyes so that I don't lose them. So keep all these in a bag. But I did want to say, and I don't think that I had a chance to mention it before I had to in that last video, but I got a great tip from Garrett. He is the copy stitcher here on FeltTube and Instagram, and I'm looking for it right now, but he gave the tip to use a glue stick when you have these little tiny pieces that you need to kind of have held in place when you stitch them on. You know, like I said, they don't go directly on there, but if I were to put them on there, you can put a little bit of glue stick on there, and then it holds them in place so that you can stitch them. And it really is helpful with tiny little pieces. So thank you, Garrett. That's a great tip. I've already used it a couple of times in this kit. I definitely used it when I stitched on the cat's eyes, and also to hold the ears in place when I stitched them. So yeah. And you know, the glue isn't so thick that, I mean, the needle still goes through it. You know, you just need a little dab just to kind of hold it on there. So I know there are probably some people out there that would never put glue on their projects, but you know, I'm not one of those. If it makes it easier, I'm all for it. So, okay, I'll check in when I get more done. And I should have hopefully the witch and the ghost, but I don't know. It's hard to film these days, so I guess we'll see. Did I say the date? It is, I think it's either September 2nd or September 3rd today. We just had Labor Day here in the States, so it's Tuesday, and I'm hoping to I'm hoping to get this all done, but honestly, I might fizzle out and move to a different project because I completely forgot that I have this project here that I got from Bucilla, and it is called Felt Wall Hangings, the Pumpkin Patch Pear. So I know it's kind of glary there. It's kind of, let me see. Yeah, there we go. You can kind of see right there. They're these cute little wall hangings. So I might switch from Halloween to fall and work on these and then go back to finishing the rest of these. You never know. That's my plan, but it always changes. So I'll check in when I have something else to show. All right, it has been a little bit of time since I filmed that last clip, and I took a couple of weeks off from working on these, but I wanted to show you that I did get this cute little witch done, and she was kind of tedious, but turned out so cute. So I'm very happy. And then yes, after that I kind of wanted to take a break and work on some other things. I've got a crochet project that I'm working on, and then I decided that I would pick these back up again. Today's date is September 25th now. What did I think? I started these middle or toward the end of August, and then I started to work on this little guy here, trying to finish him up because I didn't, I had already done all the embroidery on his face, so I just had his little nose to do, and I put a little bit of stuffing in his nose, and then I just have him pinned together because I'm getting ready to stitch him together. And then the only other thing I have to do is his bow tie. And where did it? Hold on, I think I misplaced it. Hold on. Okay, I found it right in there. So I just need to put a few sequins on his bow tie, stuff it, stitch that closed, and then attach it down here to the bottom of his chin. So he is just a really short, just a short time away from being completed. So I'm going to work on that a little bit this afternoon. It's just a beautiful September day right now. Oh, did I tell you that I had seen somebody who had posted this online about using these little pill boxes for your sequins? So I'm giving that a try because I had an extra one. This was actually my mother-in-law had an extra one, and I was going to donate it, and then I thought, hey, I'm just going to use it for sequins. Probably didn't need one this big, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm always looking for different organization tips to see what I like to use, and right now that's what we're going to do. I do like these little jars though because they don't spill open, although this is a pretty good container here. It snaps closed pretty tight, and then they don't really mix together when you flip it upside down. So seems like a good use for storing those little sequins. All right, I'm gonna go try to finish this little guy up, and I'll probably do the ghost. I was just editing my video and realized I said I was gonna do the ghost a while ago. Never did, so maybe I'll do the ghost next, and I will check in when I get some more of these done. Well, good morning, friends. I'm back, and it is now into October. It's October 3rd, and I am happy to report that I finished up the last of these ornaments this morning. I had really hoped to provide a little bit more footage of these, but time has gotten away from me as it tends to do. So what you're just going to get is the finishes. I finished this little guy. Did I show him already in my last clip? Maybe I did. If I did, you get to see him again. Yeah, I kind of think I did, because I think I was talking about his nose. So, yeah. So anyway, you get to see him again. This is little Frankenstein's monster. And adorable. There's the back. Which one did I work on next? Okay, then I think I worked on the ghost. And there is a little bit of a snafu with this one that I didn't realize until the end. See if you can spot the difference. Okay, the difference is that he's supposed to be holding the upper part of this bee, the upper part of the boo, with his other hand up here, and like the picture. And I stitched this part, so I stitched the boo letters on before I put his hand on, and then when I put his hand on, I'm like, what is his hand doing up there, looking like it's supposed to be holding something? So I ended up not redoing it because I had kind of stitched that on before I assembled the ghost, and so that's why you can't see any of my stitches. And anyway, it is what it is. He's just going to have his hand up there, just, you know, kind of maybe pointing and say, hey, look at this. So, I mean, if you didn't have the picture to compare it to, it probably doesn't look odd, but yeah, I kind of thought it was funny. So anyway, cute, cute. Okay, which one did I do next? Then I think I did the shoe next, the witch's shoe. And I don't think there was anything difficult about this one. It went together pretty smoothly. Here's the back. There, a little bit of satin stitching in the middle of the buckle. And yeah, not much to say about that one. It was easy. I think then I did the witch's hat. And that one was easy as well. A little bit of satin stitching in the buckle, and then if you notice this top flower, yeah, see, I call it a flower because the very star up at the top, when I stitched it, I put little like stitches right at the tip, and then that rounded them and it looked more like a flower. So I learned my lesson, and I kind of rearranged my stitches on the other two stars so that the pointy part of the star remained pointy instead of rounded like that. Once again, didn't feel the need to redo it, but just kind of fixed it as I went along. So yeah, that top one kind of looks more like a flower than a star, but that's it. Okay, the back there. Next, what did I do? The owl. Here's the cute little owl. Satin stitches for the eyes, but he was pretty straightforward. Pretty easy to do. Oh, and the nose. Look, I mean, his beak, it looks like that was a little bit of satin stitching too. And last but not least is this one, which I almost didn't do this one because it's not really technically Halloween. It's more just fall. And I had already done the jack-o'-lantern, so it was kind of like doing another pumpkin was kind of repetitive. And I'm kind of thinking that they should have maybe did, I mean, there's so many things you could do for Halloween in this kit. They could have done a spider or a little skeleton, you know, a skull face or something like that. But they chose just to do another pumpkin. So I wasn't going to do it, and then I decided this morning at the last minute I would do it, and it only took me about an hour. Now, granted, I did have the pieces cut out already, but still, it went together pretty quick. So there you have it. These are the Halloween ornaments. So my review of this kit is that it was fun, but I don't know that it's necessarily beginner friendly. I may have mentioned that at the beginning of it. I think if you have never done these, you know, worked with felt or the embroidery or anything like that, this might be a challenging kit for your first one. Now, certainly doable. I wouldn't want to discourage you from trying because, you know, it is doable. It just, I feel like if I would have done this kit first, I may have just given up on the hobby afterwards because I think from just the kits I had done before, I sort of worked out some of the bugs and stuff, and, you know, working with tiny pieces. But that being said, if you do work on this one as your first kit, you're probably going to find other kits to be much easier afterwards. So I did run out of purple sequins. They didn't give me near enough purple sequins, so I had to delve into my stash. If you can almost see, there's two different colors of purple here because I had some purple ones. Actually, I feel like they only gave me, let's see, what all takes purple. So there's a couple purple ones on that. Yeah, I mean, they gave me a very, very few sequins, purple sequins. So that is the only thing about supply-wise with the kit. Everything else, I had plenty of floss. You know, the stamps on the felt was pretty decent quality. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and lay them all out on the table here so you can get one final look at them all. go ahead and end this video with my little Halloween, as my husband calls it, shrine. But right here is the little tree I got from the Dollar Tree. And you can see, if the lighting is good, that I put all of my little ornaments on this little tree right here. And they're just the perfect size, and they look so cute on there. So, yep, I didn't really set out near the Halloween cross-stitching and crafty stuff that I have, but here's just a little display of some of the stuff. So these are the Mill Hill kits, and that was a Dimensions kit I stitched last year, and another Haunted Cottage Mill Hill. This is the little crocheted turkey I made last year. And then this, I have so many little Halloween, the little Halloween Mill Hills that I just didn't put near of them up. So I just did some of the ones that I did recently this year, which I think that was new this year. That one was new for 2024. That one, and I think the cauldron, did I point to that one? Yeah, that one there. Some of these others are older, but I have so many of them. And if you haven't checked out my Mill Hill Finishes video, that is on my channel. I think that one was last year, and some of these have glow-in-the-dark beads on them. And then, of course, I have lots of other felt kits. These are some felt ones I did from Merry Stockings. I think it was their fall kit, their fall set right there. And then moving up the mantle here, got my ring camera so I can keep an eye on my mischievous puppy. And so yes, that one is called Ravens Mill Hill. This one is called, I think, Haunted Lantern. That one is Midnight Farm, I believe. And then this one is called Into the Woods. This little Halloween tree has my vintage ornaments on it from Bucilla, the Bucilla set with the vintage kit. All of these are on my channel. These are the Merry Stockings pandas, and these are just the fall ones. There's the little Thanksgiving one there, and in the back there, you see the little Halloween one. Then moving down here, I hung up the witches washables along here. You can see the little cute felt ones that I also did a video of, and I just hung those on the mantle. And then over in another part of the house, all right, I have that little cross stitch right there. The pillow I made, that was from Just Cross Stitch. I show that, I think, on my channel every year. This is my Breaking Bad inspired Afghan that I crocheted. All right, and here is my Bucilla Witch's Brew wreath. And then hanging here on the wall, I have my Bucilla Halloween street sign that I made last year, I believe. All right, and that's going to wrap up this video. Thank you all so much for stopping by, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.